Welcome everyone to the Pokemon Showdown League, where me and 13 other people battle it out to see who the best Pokemon Showdown person we have. Welcome to week 3. I'm a little late. Yes, first 2 weeks had some issues, busy, stuff like that. But this is the official power ranking videos, and yes, there will be biasy. Uh, let's get into it. Sitting at number 14, we have the Detroit Piplups coming off another 0-2 week. The Detroit Piplups is looking to bounce back this week and maybe get a victory under their belts. Sitting at 13, we have the Miami Heatrans. The Miami Heatrans came off another 0-4 week where it looked like they had a game 1 in the bag, but they ended up throwing it at the end during game 1. And all of that downfall went into game 2 and took an 0-2 defeat this week. Number 12, we have the Cleveland Escaliers. This one comes at a little bit of a shock as there is one person below him with a worse record. The Cleveland Escaliers, they've shown signs of greatness, but they took an 0-2 defeat this week. We'll see if they can bounce back this week. We'll see. At number 11, we have the Houston Slow Bros. Wanted to battle this week, got in a little bit late, had to take a default 0-2. Showed signs of greatness in the first week. Maybe Houston Slow Bros can bounce back this week, get their battles in, and show some greatness. At number 10, this one might come out a little bit as a shocker to you guys, but we have the Los Angeles Zams. Yes, that's right. Coming off a little bit of a weird week. 0-2. Looks to bounce back this week. Had some unfortunate, Pokemon on their team. But hey, it is what it is. We'll bounce back. At number 9, we have the Dallas Snores. This one may be shocking to you. Many people thought the Dallas Snores was going to go 0-4. However, they bounced back, defeated their opponent this week. 2-0 victory seemed pretty easy. I think Dallas Snores is going to be on the rise in the future weeks. At number 8, we have the Miami Palafins. After their 0-2 first week, they look to bounce back in the second week. 2-0 victory over possibly a little lower team, so we can't raise them too high into the standings there. We got Miami Palafins at number 8. At number 7, we have the St. Louis Totodiles. Coming off a good 2-0 week in the first week, coming into this week, looking to get some high highs, ends up going 0-2. That's okay. Had some unfortunate matchups. That's all right, though. Totodiles is still sitting in the middle of the pack, looking good, looking strong. We're looking to bounce back to get another 2-0 week this week from St. Louis Totodiles. Sitting at number 6, we have the West Virginia Hydreigons. They are coming off some quick victories. Every single battle for the West Virginia Hydreigons has been to game 3. So definitely some promising there. Took the L this week. Looking to bounce back this week, though. Has some strength in there. At number 5. Now, here's where everything's going to get a little bit interesting. I don't want to put some people too high, some people too low. There is definitely going to be some biasy here in the next 5. At number 5, I have the Pittsburgh Steelix. Yes, he might be 4-0. However, he had some pretty easy matchups in the first 2 weeks. No offense. He's looking to face another 4-0 team this week. We're going to see if the Pittsburgh Steelix really are who they say they are, or are they going to crumble? At number 4, I have the Texas Gangars. Coming off an 0-2 defeat this week, they're looking to bounce back. They're still looking strong. Had some quite unfortunate matchups on their ends. I have a lot of faith in the Texas Gangars to keep moving up in the rankings. At number 3, I have the Indiana Blazers. Indiana Blazers looking strong, looking very, very strong. Uh, got the 2-0 victory this week because of the default. Doesn't matter. Their first week, they went 1-2. Still looking strong. I have faith. They had a very tough matchup in the first week. I see Indiana Blazers possibly being number 1 towards the end. At number 2, we have the Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls had a 2-0 victory the first week. Everyone was thinking this was going to be the top guy. However, went 2-1 this week, still got the dub, but someone still got a game taken off of them. Still some promising, we still got some promising, you know what I'm trying to say. Fuck the Chicago Bulls. We also have at number 1 the Seattle Mimikyus coming out of retirement. This man said he wasn't going to play Pokemon for a while. We convinced him to get on in. Comes out of retirement. First 2 weeks, 4-0. Yes, he had some tough or easy matchups the first couple of weeks. That's okay. We see Seattle Mimikyus taking the 2-0 victory this week over the Pittsburgh Steelix. We'll see what happens, though. Week 3 is on the way. Week 3 has already started. We see some matchups already happening. So I hope you guys are ready to stay tuned for the rest of them.